Welcome back to an episode. We are in the war room, and we're going to look at our assets that we got and have a little Normandy episode right now. And then we're going to finish, maybe in the next episode, all of the side missions on the Citadel, if that works. Alright, so let's see what we just unlocked. And we got ourselves Geth and Quarian 800. Ooh. Almost maxed out. You gotta be kidding me. I want to get full 8,000. Wait a minute. Is it 8,000 or is it 7,500? It could just be 7,500 because this is a weird number. It looks like, there's just it's a bit missing. I should have remembered how much this was. But anyway. Geth. Once feared across the galaxy, the synthetic Geth have allied with the organic forces they once called enemies. Their fleets and armies won't stop until the Reapers are neutralized. Actually, the Geth never called the biological or organic forces enemies. They just happen to fight them because they are somewhat in the way. But enemies, that's something different. Like obstacles, if anything. So, Geth Corps. Until recently, the Geth expected nothing but violence from organics and designed themselves accordingly. All Geth platforms are armed, shielded, and built to withstand combat. When they are on the battlefield, enemy tactics and positions are swapped instantaneously between the AIs. The Geth also employ turrets and drones expendable hardware support to keep losses of network platforms to a minimum. The result is the largest and perhaps best equipped infantry in the galaxy. The whole Geth Fleet. Many Geth vessels are built to explore, mine, or provide transport between factories and space stations. But every Geth ship, regardless of purpose, is also capable of engaging hostile forces. Unbound by the Treaty of Farixen, the synthetic intelligence built almost as many dreadnoughts as the Turians. The software running these ships is in the Geth themselves. Highly advanced electronic security measures and cyber warfare suits bolster already formidable firepower. Update. Rewriting the Geth heretics significantly boosted the processing power of the true Geth. Their increased strength made their fleets both more efficient and more lethal in battle. Oh, so it did have a positive outcome, thank goodness. And yeah, the Geth Prime platoon from before. Let's just read this one because why not? Geth Primes are built to house more programs than other platforms and operate as mobile network hubs. Their combat software provides a boost to any Geth nearby, coordinating and directing attacks. Since the destruction of Prime units causes the processing power of Geth to drop, Prime hardware platforms are heavily shielded and well armed. And this thing here, the reduction in processing power and whatnot, I actually thought that they are kind of like powering up any Geth that are nearby, but that might not be the thing. They're just very difficult to defeat. So, Quarians, what do we get here? Admiral Garrus was the one that we got beforehand. Let's just look at all of the Quarian fleets. So, the Quarian Civil Fleet. Civilian fleet. The civilian fleet makes up most of the Quarian flotilla. Properly coordinated, the fleet compensates for its lack of dedicated warships with its sheer numbers. Even its smallest crafts are equipped with ship-to-ship weaponry. The civilian life ships, enormous floating gardens that produce food for the Quarians, have also been fitted with massive Thanix cannons to provide heavy firepower. Update. Rewriting the Geth heretics significantly boosted the processing power of the true Geth. Their increased strength made their fleets both more efficient and more lethal in battle. And what does this have to do with the Quarians? Anyway, heavy fleet. Any pirates or mercenaries attempting to prey on the Quarian flotilla must contend with the heavy fleet's cruisers, frigates, fighters, and carriers. The heavy fleet is led by Admiral Han Garrel. The Admiral firmly believes in the importance of ship maintenance and regular training exercises, and actively encourages those on pilgrimage to seek out technology that will upgrade his fleet's capabilities. As a result, cutting-edge technology is often found in the best of the heavy fleet's vessels. Update. The patrol fleet sacrificed several of its ships to take the brunt of the Geth's attack on their heavy fleet, buying the heavy fleet time to repair its frigates and launch a successful counterattack. Rewriting the heretic code, yada yada, makes it more lethal in battle. The patrol fleet. The patrol fleets are scouts flying ahead of the flotilla on the lookout for mineable bodies and hostile forces. They scan space with VI systems that pick up heat signatures or other signs of foreign vessels. As the first ships to be targeted in any conflict, some of the Quarians' finest engineers monitor and repair the patrol fleet's shielding. The fleet's commanding officer, Admiral Shala'aan, relies on speed and shielding during combat. And again, the heretic stuff. So we got 3, a heavy, a patrol, and a civilian fleet. It's like health, speed, and damage. Kind of like that. And the overall alien stuff is like Citadel, Cavanagh, Void, Vulture. Alien means like anything else that is not like all the other aliens. Even more alien to the aliens, which is weird. Alien just means foreign in this case. But yeah, it's also a very weird word, right? Alien means more than just foreign. Alien means completely different. Even maybe dangerous, right? This is what alien connotes. Like if you use that word, you don't just mean you don't know it. You don't know it and you're scared of it. That basically means. And you could think of this as a potential enemy. This is what it means, right? If you use foreign just means from some other places. You know where they come from, but that's it. It's just a like description, like let's say on your food coming from this and this place, or being made in a like bio way, degradable, whatnot. Contains sources of nuts or something like that. Just something that's more descriptive of its nature. So,
Damn right. We just showed the galaxy we can beat them.
The galaxy. Beat them who? Beat the galaxy or beat the Reaper? Anyway, we didn't do it on our own, and we didn't do it in one playthrough. We took a little bit because of the save game system, and because the laser is actually very annoying to evade. Like I can't do this right now, but anyway, let's just pretend that there's a laser coming from like the center here. And the thing is, if you want to evade in the last few seconds or so with a roll going like that, it's kind of too late. If you want to strafe a little to the left or to the right and constantly hold the fire, right, then the laser will just, for some reason, adjust, whatever. It will adjust its course and point directly towards you. It will go in a diagonal. It goes like forwards and then a little to the side. And that little to the side notion is what annoyed me the most, because I actually wanted to evade it, but it doesn't matter because it will still auto-aim. And this is so annoying. And one of the reasons why that mission was it's brute force, basically. You just do it as often as you can, and you try to figure out how the laser just works. This is the most important thing. When to do... And also, one of the annoying bits is that you don't know how and when the targeting system is supposed to work. If you do this the first time around, you actually think, okay, you can hold it, stuff is going to happen. But you don't get any feedback. You can only use it if that huge blue circle appears. And that huge blue circle appears a little too late, pretty much. You have to evade first, and then the circle appears. And then you can attack it. You can't just try the laser beforehand, just to get like a little rough spots in. But yeah, and you have to wait with the laser. You can't just hold it constantly. You have to like aim at it, target it, and then that circle around it shrinks a little bit, like in one of those battle royale games. It shrinks, but you have to stop, and then you have to go to the side. The problem is the circle is so huge that you don't see that it's actually progressing, so you don't get any feedback. You don't see that a circle gets thinner, like a percentage gets better, or whatever. You don't get any feedback. You just have to rely on pure hope, basically. That's the only thing. Hope that the system works, and then you have to try to still evade that bloody laser, which is very annoying. Anyway, all of that mission is bad. You don't have to make it easier. You just have to make it more responsive so you actually know what's going to happen. And you have to make it so that you can look at the laser coming at you. Because the laser has you don't have a sense of scale. You don't know where the laser is. You don't know when to evade. That's one of the issues.
At your private terminal, Commander.
Alright.
I hear you were on the ground with the Reaper. He fired up at us a few times. Joker pulled the Normandy through some insane maneuvers to stay out of the line of fire.
It's hard being in a fight like that, especially when you're not the one flying the ship. Joker's one of the best, though.
At first I was nauseous, swinging around in my safety harness. But then I was furious. Just... enraged. I wanted that thing dead.
You didn't want the Reapers dead when they attacked Earth?
I wanted them defeated. I wanted Earth saved. But I never wanted to physically tear them in half and watch them blow up.
Congratulations, Traynor. I believe you've discovered your fight-or-flight instinct.
Perhaps I should have stayed with chess. Although now I think I'm spoiled by the lack of explosions. Commander?
There's some kind of Warhammer chess. Every time you take a pawn or anything, take a piece of the enemy, then there's some very cool and bloody animation happening. And this is kind of what makes digital chess slightly more interesting. Alright, so let's see. I found work to do. Really? From Tali Zora, Shepard. Just wanted to let you know that I'm going to join Adams in engineering. Finally! It seems like the best place for me to help, as long as I'm coming with you anyway. Please drop by when you have a minute. Of course. Progress report from Shala'aan vs Rannoch. Oh, now they're all from Rannoch. Interesting. Commander, with assistance from the Geth, our fleet is nearly back to full strength. We have focused most of our efforts on providing evacuation assistance and support for the Quarian fleet. While the Geth harass the Reapers, even with our newfound peace, it seemed foolish to risk an incident by putting our forces in closer proximity. I understand from Admiral Xen that the Crucible project continues well, though Xen herself seems dissatisfied with the technological capabilities of the device. Though eccentric, she is also brilliant. Hopefully she will find some way to improve its functionality. I would never have believed you would talk Han down, Commander. Take care of Tali Zora for me. Kila Selai, Admiral Shala'aan vs Rannoch. Everybody's changing their names now. Oh, Diana Alice. It may be hard to believe after what we just went through, but the rest of the galaxy is barely aware the Quarians ever went into the Veil, let alone started a war with the Geth. We are sitting on a major piece of history here. I have material from all the players except you. Can you get into your cabin for an hour and get your thoughts on the video? Diana? Good. So, let's talk Quarian. Sure. Let's do that. But first, we're gonna talk with Joker and Edie. Edie might... Oh, let's get Edie's opinion. That might be very interesting. Also, on the side note, last time a very long time ago actually, I played Mass Effect. I did manage to actually broker peace between the Geth and the Quarians. So one of those had to die. And it's kind of obvious choice actually. But anyway, it's kind of... I was almost about to tear up that.
Gotta hand it to you, Commander. That's the first time I've seen someone end a war by yelling.
Really? Kind of. I could kill the Geth. Yeah. I'm glad it worked. Actually, I'm really glad it worked. Oh, no. It's one of those bottom options. This is more like renegade-y. The thing is, I'm glad it worked. You don't know what he means if he does that. I couldn't kill the Geth is the thing. It's just... the thing is, you always get betrayed if you choose this one here. It always ends up more violent than you think.
After seeing what the Geth Rebellion really looked like, I figured they deserved a chance.
Thank you, Commander. I doubt many organics would have trusted a synthetic race.
And now we've got 2 fleets for the price of 1. We didn't lose anybody.
Except Legion. Before it sacrificed itself. Legion referred to itself as I instead of we.
Yeah? So?
The singular pronoun indicates Legion's independent personality had fully actualized. In its last moments, it was not an avatar of the Geth consensus. It was a person.
That's what I figured.
Well, when the Geth Fleet helps us retake Earth, I guess we'll owe that to... him.
interesting pronoun kind of thing. In this case, I like to no, it's not I, it's like we, it's us. Likes to use the pronouns we, but not because of some whatever sexuality kind of things, but because of the royal plural. Anyway, it's like the royal, like, your highness kind of thing. So,
Commander?
nothing.
Commander?
Alright.
What's on your mind, Edie?
I was just reflecting. The Quarians' historical era was not making the Geth enough like them.
I'm not sure I understand.
Units with networked intelligences will trend toward cooperation for mutual benefit. But units with central heuristics establishing an individual personality, such as myself, develop preferences. These preferences form attachments that keep my calculations from devaluing the worth of the lives aboard the Normandy.
You're saying the Geth turned on the Quarians because they aren't individuals?
That is my theory, but it is limited to a sample size of one society. The only other notable synthetic society is the Reapers, and we do not know if they govern by consensus as the Geth do.
Do me a favor. Don't ask them.
Well, not. It would be very interesting to get an answer to this. Anyway, they said something about the Harbinger. Harbinger is one of the like any Reaper has its own personality, so to speak. It's its own entity, and they are in contact, and they refer to each other with names. So that means it's just like these three people here. And stuff that happens between them. So, nothing there.
Hello, Shepard.
Just like any other conflict. It's just one other thing that's very interesting, that the Reapers don't seem to have a fight between another. In this case, there seems to be a higher goal that all of them are following. And this is very interesting. So... And they don't seem to question their programming. Yeah, in this case, the Reapers aren't actually free, are they?
I appreciate you checking in on me. Good to see you, Commander. Good to see you, Commander.
So, what did I get? Yeah, some casa fabrication, whatever kind of thing, Majay. Not this one. I'm looking for a shield booster. Yeah, casa fabrication is shield oriented. So this casa fabrication does the shield regeneration. I don't care about that. I want shield numbers. Bigger number better. There. Casa arms. This is the thing that I need. These arms just look better, though. Like there's this fabric between it. That just makes it look much nicer. And this is a lot of metal. There's yeah, a lot of metal and a lot of silver. This, on the other hand, looks nicer because there's more auxiliary green on it. Rosenkopf. Of course it's Rosenkopf. This is too much continuous green there from top to bottom. That's not nice. And this is a bit too much ruggedness. And in this case, it's more cloth oriented. Like there's the mix-up. And this is just skateboard attire. Han Kedar, what's this one? Yeah. This is skateboard stuff. This is slightly more armed, yes. And then you have this one that looks more like armor. That's pure armor. And then you have like your standard health stuff. Okay. I don't like the pipe going across it. Okay. Anyway, we're going to boost up our shielding because that seemed to help us in the previous fight, actually. We lost a little bit of health, but for the most part, it's only shielding that we lost. And we didn't die that many times. Righty. What about this one? Yeah, that was the shielding. So, save and exit. Anything about the weapons? Yeah, wait. I got myself a shotty. A shotty? The Geth shotgun. Yes, how good is it? That damage is alright. The weight is also alright. Let's just compare this with the... not the Disciple though, the Claymore. But this one is, I think, So the fire rate on the Geth thingy is better. The accuracy is also better, so you can use it maybe a little bit further away. In terms of damage, that much damage or that much damage, this seems to be like the same ballpark pretty much. Same with this one. But the ground spike thrower does have higher... It has a... Interesting. Interesting, it has a similar fire rate. Slightly less capacity, same weight, but more accuracy. So the ground spike thrower is better. It just has a little bit less damage though. What do we have here? Katana's like medium-ish. Everything in here is very low accuracy. I mean, it's a shotty, right? It's supposed to do shotgun stuff. But yeah, which one should you go for? I mean, Claymore is just... That thing is just like... So much good, so much better. Oh. No. Also no. Okay, I don't have any damage improvement mods on those things.
I can't believe you got the Geth and Quarians to play nice. You should get a medal for that alone. It looks like we just need to get the Asari on board, and we can finally focus on the Reapers. But I don't suppose it'll be as easy as all that.
Nothing ever is.
One step at a time, I guess. 300 years it took to take back the Quarian homeworld. I sure as hell hope it doesn't take that long for us. I'm ready to see Earth again, Shepard. I still can't believe you went inside a Geth. I don't even... Loco. Completely loco. Hey.
So, yeah, we got that much done. And, yeah, the whole consensus thing. Very interesting, but nothing too complicated. So, yeah, the whole Diana thing in the cabin happens later.
Commander, I'm doing a segment on the Geth Quarian War. It should take maybe an hour. Can we talk in your cabin?
In an hour? Okay, that's a very long segment.
Call me up when you're ready for that interview, Commander.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. So, what does Javik have to say? He's probably furious. Nothing. Why is Tali not talking with Javik, though?
Another Reaper has died. You are proving that humans are capable soldiers. But I question this peace you have brokered. No such thing is possible between machines and organics. I would have destroyed the synthetics without hesitation. And these Quarians, let's just hope they are reliable allies. It is difficult to trust a species that hides behind masks. The only conflict you should concern yourself with is ending the one with the Reapers. Diplomacy does not win wars. Powerful and plentiful firearms do.
You know what I just got as a support? Powerful firearms.
Your Asari continues to question me. I'm beginning to wish her kind had never learned to talk. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
Because we can. Aperture science.
Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
In this case, Javik is all about personal, very renegade, actually. Personal choice and whatnot. It's quite nice. Very interesting, different viewpoint. Kind of like, Saeed. But Saeed is also a bit... Well, actually, yeah, they do have a similar personality, except that Saeed, understands the plurality of the galaxy. Like, he is not going to war because, like, he as a human is going to fight any other aliens. He just does it for the money, pretty much, and for the fun. And yeah, for him, like, an alien is just as good as any other humans would be as an as someone to fight, as long as he gets paid.
Kenneth, you comment on every woman's figure but mine.
Well,
What? You don't like my legs?
Gabby, it's you. You know?
No chicken shit, I don't know. All you do is make stupid sexist comments to avoid saying anything real.
Gabby, now's not the time. We've got work to do. Responsibilities.
Grow a pair, Ken. Look around you. Tomorrow may not come. Something to say or no?
Gabby, please. We have a duty to the ship and the crew.
What about us? Just listen to yourself. Kenneth, you comment on every woman's figure but mine.
Well,
jealous much.
You don't
Okay.
like my legs?
The thing is, who are we going to select here, right? In this, we just want to broker peace between the two, right? And in this case, like Kenneth is the one that definitely has an opinion about anyone's figure. So I think we are going for Gabby, so that Kenneth is forced to say something. Yeah, let's hope that this is actually the right choice here.
Kenneth, you comment on every woman's figure but mine.
well,
We're not fighting this war for ourselves, Donnelly. We're fighting for the people close to us. Time is short.
I see your point, Commander. Gabby, I think your legs are spectacular.
Well, that's a start.
Okay, that's definitely not what I had in mind, but alright. Great.
All propulsion systems are running optimal.
Wonderful.
Commander.
All propulsion systems are running optimal.
Right. If I were to support Donnelly, what would I do then? Let's hope there's some development happening there.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Really? We got someone standing here and no one seemed to have noticed. Okay.
Can't be. No. I guess that's right.
Hey, Tali. How's it going?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. I just got communication from the fleet. Sorry. From Rannoch. In the old days, I'd sent any new technology I found back to the fleet. I should probably be doing that with the agriculture samples now. I don't know anything about raising crops.
How are your people doing?
It's crazy. The Geth are helping, setting up housing, adapting power systems. They are doing in weeks what would have taken us years. Geth are even uploading into the suits of Quarian volunteers. They're rewriting environmental functions, jump-starting our immune systems.
Who would have thought that a symbiotic relationship with a Geth is something good? In this case, it is the same thing that the Quarians actually developed the Geth for, right? As, in this case, servants for them. But in this case, because they are now allowed their own being, right? They can serve them better, in a way, right? Before, they had to be forced, or like they had to be like controlled in all manner of different things. And as with indoctrination, putting control on people makes them be less intelligent, and maybe even problematic. And this is the same thing as happened with the Geth. Not because of the Reaper stuff, but because the Quarians tried to control the Geth, and this again turned into like war afterwards and all of this nonsense. So very interesting, actually. Who would have thought? But what do the Quarians do for the Geth? Think about that. Is there some give and take, or is that just take and take? How can they do this? Wait, their program is
That doesn't seem possible.
The Geth are software, not hardware. They can transfer themselves from a normal body into anything with enough processing power. They're mimicking infections, so the host can adapt without getting sick. It's like making a vaccine.
They're mimicking infections. So, wait a minute. Are we still talking about the whole environmental suit thing that the Geth are getting into? Like on a technical kind of basis? Or are we... Yeah, I think we are still on the technological kind of part here. And not about... not really at the point where we are like... surprised that the Geth are software and can... take any body any form that they want. But yeah, still a very amazing development.
So the Quarians won't have to wear those suits anymore?
It doesn't seem possible, but yes, in a few years, with Geth improvements, we won't need them. We might still wear them. The suits have become part of our society. But a rupture won't be a death sentence. Today, on Rannoch, there are Quarian children who will grow up healthy and strong, thanks to the Geth.
They owe that to you.
No. I'd have killed the Geth with no regrets. And I'd have been wrong. Thank you.
Interesting. But I still want to know what the Quarians are doing for the Geth now. Like, this is the thing. Usually the Geth are so powerful and so independent that they can do whatever. It's more like the Geth chose peace, and not the Quarians.
I can't believe my people are working with the Geth. The Geth are helping us rebuild. I never thought I'd see it. Our scientists and the Geth have done amazing work on the Crucible together. Hey, Shepard.
Interesting.
Nothing to report, Commander. Commander.
Maybe Geth and Abby, Kenneth and Abby just got into a little bit of trouble because of Tali being there again. That's the only female presence in engineering other than Gabby. And Kenneth is pretty much used to her. Alright. Let's see. Let's hope that's actually some good development coming from them.
Impressed you got those two groups together.
That it?
We'll see how long the peace lasts. Commander?
Yeah, she's always about fighting and whatnot. Okay, sometimes she's reading something, sometimes she's drinking something, but... Does she have her own room somewhere, or does she just live there? But anyway, as a soldier, she may be just accustomed to be anywhere, as long as it's not too uncomfortable. Ah, yeah, sure.
It would help all involved
Yes.
if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel refugees.
Gonna do that. Oh, by the way, did I get any level ups? Maybe, maybe not. So, let's see. What about our calibrations? Is the thing working smoothly? Did we get any upgrades from the Geth? That would be sweet.
Peace between the Geth and Quarians.
Who would have thought?
Not how I ever imagined that would turn out. And next you'll be telling me the Krogan and Turians are cooperating. Oh, right. You managed that one too. You're a peacemaker, Shepard. A rare thing these days. Now, if you can pacify the Reapers, we'll make you a saint.
You can only make something a saint once they are dead, you know?
Not sure if having an army of Geth behind us gives me confidence or makes me feel like there's a target on my back. Good to see you.
Another Reaper gone, and peace between the Geth and Quarians. It's amazing.
And now my people have a world to fight for. Something they know will last forever.
So long as you and the Geth remain good neighbors.
They're not our servants anymore. I'm not sure what we should call them. Allies?
Friends?
There's still too many wounds on either side. But maybe one day.
Why is Tali still so negative? Why does she still have such a negative attitude towards the Geth? I mean, she knows they are machines. She knows they can change pretty much. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, the Geth code alters them immediately. So whatever view you had on them or about them, you still remains because you're an organic life form and your head, it doesn't change as quickly, right? The connections in your brain. But a Geth can do this in an instant. Or machine that has similar power. So that means a machine can change its behavior in relation to other people instantly, whereas a person cannot. So in this case, Geth are in this case also more open towards change. Very interesting concept. So let's see. Email from Sergeant Cavanagh to Sergeant Ichi. Next time you want to warn me that the Geth are friends and that maybe we are not supposed to shoot the big robots. I almost pissed myself when this prime started dropping out of the sky and mopping up the Reapers. We fired a few rounds at them until we realized they weren't firing back. Then this one comes over, said they're allies' assistants, and asked for our statues. I'm not complaining they saved my crew, but I'm never living down having to apologize to a Geth for shooting one of its own damn lights off. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry about that. Happens. Yeah, I do tend to have friendly fire sometimes as well, so just shoot at everything that moves.
The migrant fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett. Feel free to look around. Feel free to look around.
I do, but there's never usually something else happening there. Anyway.
Excellent find, Commander.
No, I didn't find anything. Not yet, at least. So, anything on here? No new names? Okay. Coming in. Nope. And the cabin. Let's see. Let's get Allers over here.
Traynor, can you send up Diana Allers? She wants to talk to me.
She's on her way, Commander.
I'm sure you've got a million questions.
I narrowed it down to 40. Let's see how you do with the top 10. Commander, the last time most of us heard about Geth, they were attacking the Citadel alongside Sovereign.
Yes, and you should know that was a minority of the Geth. Most of them are not hostile to organics.
Is that how you explain that they're allies, and no longer dangerous robots who stick humans on spikes?
The spike part actually had nothing to do with the Geth.
What you have to realize is that despite their reputation, most Geth are not inherently violent. The Quarians attacked them. The Geth fought back in self-defense just like any organic would. Now that we've freed the Geth from Reaper control, they'll want payback for their enslavement.
But you're going to take an army of synthetics to fight Reapers with untold hacking abilities. What's keeping the Reapers from reprogramming the Geth like they have before?
Ooh, that is actually a very good question. Actually nothing. And in this case, the thing that makes the Geth and the answer to this question doesn't really matter, because people also get programmed by the Reapers. It's called indoctrination. So, applying the same standards, okay, Geth can be reprogrammed maybe a little faster than an indoctrinated person. But yeah, the whole Geth getting an upgrade kind of thing gets us into a huge ditch. We can't get out of there, but this is the kind of good guy answer. We have to get this one. But in the end, also just because the Reapers can indoctrinate people, it doesn't help with the fact that the Reapers can also program Geth. But the more help we have from anyone, including the Geth, the better we can fight the Reapers, no matter the fact that they can be programmed or not.
The Geth are extremely intelligent, and they put incredible thought into solving this problem. They're not going to turn again. I bet my life on it.
Now here's a question from a Batarian on Omega. Commander Shepard, if the mass relays can be destroyed... So did I miss anything? Do you have any questions?
You gonna go file your story now?
Well, if you don't mind.
Go tell the galaxy what we've done. They could use some good news.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yeah, the Batarian just pointing out the fact that you can destroy a mass relay. If it can be destroyed. I actually wanted to know where where this goes. Could be... Oh boy. Because we destroyed a mass relay in the Batarian space. And you maybe shouldn't do that. Anyway, the outcome is actually the same. If you help them out or not, the Batarians will either be wiped out significantly by the explosion of the mass relay or by the first Reaper wave. And you can start the... Yeah, if you start the side mission, you have to end it in time. It's actually fairly easy still. But... yeah, no matter what happens, the Batarians are always screwed. Which is kind of sad though. Alright, there's something about the... Either we got like Geth support right now? Yes, we got some Geth support. You look at that. A few more points. What did we get? Geth Corps. Until recently, the Geth expected to... Update. There we go. Commander Shepard's interview with Diana allies about the Geth emphasized their value as strong military allies. The Council reluctantly sent the Geth shipments of rare materials to upgrade ground units. Huh. Okay, reluctantly, but at least they got something. So, sweet. What would the other result be? Like, if we are very skeptical about it, and if we would not help broker peace, and give like the wrong image towards the people, like let's say we would say, oh, the interview's over, then we would probably incite some negative view about the Geth into the people, and that wouldn't be great. So let's see, where do I go now? Let's just position ourselves for the next move. What do we have here? Migrant fleet? Alright. But we can just look at the thing, can't we? Yes. Okay, we should do this in an area that has a red circle around it. Hades Nexus is new. Ninmar cluster. What else is new? Kite's Nest, Exodus, Horset Nebula, that's always the same. Aethia, yes, same. Krogan EMC, same thing. Anospacer, Horset Nebula, good. Then there is that thing on the Citadel, then there's this one, Nimbus Cluster, Minus Wasteland, Isma Frontier, Crescent, Spike Thingy, Valhalla Threshold, Seagull's Cradle, 100% still, 100%. I want this at 100%, and I don't know why it's not working. Perseus Veil, that has nothing to do with us. But yeah, Hades Nexus. Let's just go there, check things out. It doesn't seem as if there's some missions out there. But yeah, wait a minute. Do we have anything in the... Oh, look at that. There's more codex stuff to read, but does anything in here say Hades Nexus? Yes. Obelisk of Karzar and the Providence Sphere. That could be scanning stuff there. So yeah, let's quickly do that, and then we can focus on the Citadel in the next episode.